So we scattered the remains of my husband, John Mark Albright. He went by Mark. And the Grand Canyon, I picked the Grand Canyon because we loved going to all the national parks. We hiked, and that was just a part of our life. And we enjoyed all of them, but I remembered that the Grand Canyon he was especially fond of the Grand Canyon. Some of the other parks we went to were lovely, and he loved them, but when he went to the Grand Canyon, he stood at the edge of the rim and he said, wow. He said, okay, I could appreciate this. He rarely did that. I've told this story to a lot of people, and I use the same words, I think, each time, which is surreal. It was incredible, amazing, far more than I ever expected. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how much we would see. But when we were standing there, we had, we were looking for your plane, looking, and it was so strange because all of a sudden, there was your plane right in front of us, and you counted down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the ashes went out. It was right in front of us, and the wind stood still. Any wind that there was prior to you coming over seemed to just stop. Absolute quiet. Everybody that was in the area all of a sudden seemed like they weren't there. And the ashes did not blow away like I imagined. I imagined it coming down and we would see it, and at the blink of an eye it would be gone. But it wasn't like that at all. It was right in front of us, and it just kind of floated in front of us. And at first, I wasn't sure because I'd never witnessed something like this before, so it almost, looked like smoke. But it was so surreal because the wind was still that I felt like we could just see every particle just floating in the air. And it seemed to last. It really did seem to last forever. I'm sure it was only a couple seconds. We had an amazing service for him. It was the perfect service. But for me and my daughter, the Grand Canyon was a closure.